11 o'clock, it is 23 degrees downtown. That's what the weatherman said was going to be our high today. Unfortunately, scarily enough, he's actually got it right so far, but it has gone higher, and we do believe that there's plenty of day left in the day yet. Monday, February 17th, and coming into a brand spanking new working week. And yes, I'm elated to tell you that Sarah Fallah is joining us right after this.
Galaxy 107fm.
What is it?
Sabrina.
Sabrina, yeah, oh my god. Did I say
Hi
so? Of
everyone,
course.
how are you, sweets? Have you seen Karen lately?
I'm sorry, Sabrina. Believe me, I was talking to a Sarah earlier on and it stuck in my mind. Gosh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What we'll do is we'll let the song go
People
through.
call me Sarah all the time.
Do they? People call me late. People call me late for dinner. Believe me, by the time I get home, dinner ain't dinner anymore. It's yeah.
I caught you having a drink.
Oh, you did too.
Yeah.
Well done.
And you are on Facebook Live.
Are we doing it live right now?
Yeah.
Well, thank you to everybody that's joining us today. Believe me, I am so elated because we've got Sabrina Fallah joining us, coming out of Ottawa. It's been a while since we've been to Ottawa.
Yes,
Barbara.
it is, yes.
Yeah, and
We
believe
peg
me,
it all over the place.
gorgeous, gorgeous young lady, and very, very talented at that.
Hi, Petro.
Yeah. So, it says here that you've been singing since the day you were born, pretty much.
Well, the thing is, some people ask me, did I like get into it later in my life, or did it come right away? The thing is, as a baby, I was humming tunes before I could speak. So I think I was born and then coming into the world with this, but I don't know. I just got into music right away.
Well,
And it was the first thing I really wanted to do and stick to it. And I didn't have a plan B or C. So I just went all the way with it.
well, Sabrina, believe me, I think you're an absolute natural talent. I really, really do. And very, very honoured to have you joining us here
Thank you.
in New Zealand. It really is an honour. Through this, we'll ask a few fan questions, and we'll ask, well, maybe you might be able to consider coming to New Zealand and playing in front of New Zealand audiences. We'll have a chat about that. But I got to warn you.
I'm planning to come to Australia, actually.
Well, you know, it's only just a hop across the ditch, and believe me,
I know. I know you're not that far.
you'll
About a
need to
3-hour
detox once you've been to Australia. You
3-hour
really will.
plane
So you
ride,
come on
guys.
over and just, you know, we're that level of nuts that's just,
I
you know,
should do a big trip
you should.
around, a nice trip. Yeah,
You
because
should.
I am going to Australia. I want to see the kangaroos.
What's that?
I love animals, so you guys they have kangaroos and we have squirrels and chipmunks and raccoons. No kangaroos hopping around.
We have scenery.
God, you guys are funny.
Lots of sheep, lots of cattle.
We got lots of sheep.
I've
Literally.
got sheep at home that look
Yeah,
like
even
cattle.
Barbara's got sheep. I mean, it almost there's what 5-7 million people in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Wow.
near 5 years.
Not
No,
near 5 years.
no.
Okay, we're still relatively small, but we got about 70 million sheep.
Wow.
Yeah, but you just can't drive them.
I've got 8 of those
You know.
millions.
Can
Oh.
you imagine getting a license to drive a sheep down the main
Yeah,
highway?
I know.
Where would you
The
put?
thing is, we drive on the right-hand side. Do you guys drive on the left-hand side?
Yep.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
brushing.
well-
Yeah, you guys are gonna confuse me when I get there.
Well,
I don't know.
that's just half the fun of it, literally. You know,
Yeah.
when we pick you up at the airport, here's the keys. Take us home.
Okay, I'm going on the right side.
Yeah, that's fine. Believe me, I'll tell you something. You may see the American flag behind me. I was born
yeah.
in Phoenix, Arizona, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
She's actually Canadian.
I've adapted. Yeah.
She's
Oh,
Canadian.
yes.
Yeah, but
yes,
she's
sorry.
Canadian. Oh, there's a Canadian flag
Yeah.
there too.
Filming
Let's go
it.
to the
Yeah.
desk. Let's go to the desk.
And we've got one from Nova Scotia.
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. 9 after 11 o'clock, 24 degrees is hovering around the weatherman's predictions for the day, which is really scary because he doesn't get it right that often, really. And Barbara and I do make a lot of fun of him. Yeah, well, you know, maybe he's about to prove us wrong today. We say 29, he said 23. Yeah, he's not doing too bad today. Monday, February 17th. And absolutely elated to be joined. Coming out of Ottawa, Ontario, is Sabrina Fallah. Did I get the name right?
Yes.
I did.
You said it perfectly.
Nice, nice, because it is an absolute pleasure. I'm sorry I got it wrong earlier on by calling you Sarah.
It's okay. It's fine.
I was talking to a Sarah just earlier on this morning. It's kind of stuck in my
Right.
head, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I am absolutely honoured to meet you, my lady, and my young lady, because believe me, just lately it seems that I can't do a breakfast show without playing a Sabrina Fallah song. Now, tell me about this, because literally you've come straight into the world humming straight away. You've always been a star, haven't you?
I guess. I hope so.
Well, believe me, I think the music industry is strengthening day by day, having Sabrina Fallah in the mix now. I really, really do. Now, at the same time, Sabrina, you say your influences are Joan Jett, Bon Jovi, Green Day. I see a lot of Green Day there. And Billy Idol. Now, I got to let you know, I've met a couple of these people. Through the years. I've actually, as an engineer, I've been not only a studio engineer, but a front-of-house engineer travelling around the world. And I've worked with people like Billy Idol. Now, he was just here just a few months ago.
Oh, I've seen him in concert. And at the Blues Fest Festival here in Ottawa, I was in the front row. I stayed outside the whole day till his show, so I would be in front of the gate. And he gave me a signed set list. So, yeah, I was one of the lucky ones that he gave it to, because, you know, there's so many people in the front. And I'm like, please, 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 please. And then he gave it to me. I'm like, yeah.
Nice. Well, way back in the day when he was much younger with his whiplash smile, I got to admit, I got the job to be able to show him around the biggest city here in New Zealand, which is Auckland, and be his front-of-house engineer. The only thing was, we were in the deal, we had to take him to different record stores back in those days. Don't know whether you know what a record is, but
Yes.
yeah, just, you know, it's a CD, just much bigger and blacker. But we took him around all of these places, but at the same time, he sort of said to us, can we nip off for a few drinks and something along the way? So by the time it came to show time, we literally had to hold him up on stage to get him there. And believe me, these days, if he ever did remember me, I'm sure it wouldn't be a signed set list that he would give me, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, he'd be very, no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It really, really was. And my brother at the time, which is really weird, because I met him through Festival Records in Auckland, which is part of the worldwide franchise of Festival Records. Now, my brother was sitting in the car while we were having a DJ's meeting, and he was identically dressed as Billy Idol. You couldn't tell them apart, literally. So when the manager of Festival Records said to me, Grant, can you do this for me? I said, sure, but I've just got to go and get my brother, right? Because when I walked in and met this guy, I actually thought that they were pulling a prank on me and I was talking to my brother at the time.
Oh.
So I had to go and get him. I wouldn't tell him a thing. Pushed him into this room and I said, if you find anything that looks familiar, let me know. Believe me, it was poetic just watching the two of them, and it was almost like a mirror thing. They, they copied each other so well. Believe me, by the end of it, literally Billy was staying with me and we were pushing him out onto the stage to go and sign records and stuff like that back in the day. Billy was getting a little sozzled. Let's put it that way. Having said that, I've also worked with John Bon Jovi and Bon Jovi back in the day as well over in Sydney. And
oh my God, I love Bon Jovi so much. Oh my God.
It's been an absolutely interesting career that I've had, but I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about you, the emerging star. And believe me, Sabrina, I think that that's exactly what you are. You're on the precipice of making it big, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm working really hard. That is my dream, to be known, to be worldwide and tour. I know it takes time, but every step that I take hopefully will lead me to where I want to be. So.
Well, that's the goal for everybody, but I think you're going to get there quicker than most. I really, really do. Now, we want to talk about the breakthrough because, believe me, I think that you are going to break through and become a worldwide household name in no time at all. So we started the show off with Sabrina Fallah playing Breakthrough. Now, tell me about the lyrics of that.
So, Breakthrough, it was actually written, I wrote that song during a time when I was having not so much confidence in myself because I was young, I was trying to figure things out as an artist, and the first thing you need to do is believe in yourself, but also have confidence that you can do it and go in front of people and show people. But I'm not the type to prove anything. I don't need to prove. I just do it, and if you like it, you like it. If not, you don't. But I'm still working on that now. Still, I still have to go out there and just be strong. So I wrote Breakthrough about like breaking through everything just to get to where I want to be. And I'm hoping that will help others to know that you can do it. Break through the walls and...
Well, I think things are very, very... I don't see that you could have ever had a hard day in your life. You're such a natural.
Well, thank you, but I've had a lot of hard days in my life. But I think that's just life in general. Life goes up and down.
Yeah, I got to agree with you. Yeah.
But in my music, I'm just happy the way it's going, and I'm happy it's going up. It's going up the scale, so.
Absolutely. Well, I've just been told 62 countries, 94 cities are tuned in right now around the world listening to Sabrina Fallah and getting to know you. Now, one of the fan questions that has been asked of me, Sabrina, is to ask you, how do we get in touch with you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But Sabrina, do you respond?
Yes. They can go to my website, sabrinafallah.com, Fallah. All my social medias are on the top, but to make it simpler, just put Sabrina Fallah in all the social medias, and that's me. It's all the same. It's just Sabrina Fallah. I follow, I answer, I run my own social media. I don't think I will ever let anybody run my accounts.
No.
I want to have access to it, you know?
Well, you know something, I actually had Barbara running all of mine because, believe me, there was just so much at the time. For a couple of years I didn't actually have a phone, and it got so busy, so much, that Barbara just the other day came to me and she goes, now, bugger you can have a phone here. Take care of it yourself, believe me. So, and now you're going to get another 5,000 Facebook fans. I'm not going to apologise. Well, I should maybe if that happens, because you're going to be so busy now.
The thing is, I feel better when I'm busy. If I'm not busy, I feel down, I feel angry, I feel like there's, what am I supposed to do? The minute I'm busy, I'm happy, I'm on a roll, I have something to do, I'm not worried about what's going to happen. I need to be busy.
You know,
I'm that type of person.
I get that. I get it. I understand that. I really, really do. In fact, I kind of feel that there's an all or nothing coming on. Now, tell me about all or nothing.
Well, All or Nothing was basically a song that I wrote about going to a party. So you're going to Montreal, driving in the car and going to a party. That's pretty much the song. Yeah, let's have a party.
You know, I love it. I really, really do. In fact, when we talk about getting you to come down here to New Zealand, the party is involved. It really, really is. It starts as soon as you get off. Of course, I told you I'm just going to toss you the keys and say, take me home.
All right.
So
I'll be on the right side of the road.
Believe me, you'll understand very, very quickly how we drive here in New Zealand. If you don't like New Zealand driving, stay off the footpath. Believe me. It is Monday, February 17th, talking to Sabrina Fallah, All or Nothing, right here at Galaxy.
Tonight is the crowd that won't back down.
Gosh,
Hi,
it's hot.
Scott Noel.
Hey,
Hi,
Scott.
Cheryl.
How you going, my bro? I hope you're feeling better, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Sabrina, how are you feeling?
I'm good.
Nice. You haven't got a stiff drink or anything yet?
I have a tea. I have my tea next to me.
Okay,
Yeah,
does
we
it
were
have whiskey
talking
in
about
it?
that
You
this
might
morning.
need some by the end of this.
If I drink whiskey, I will pass out.
Yeah.
Because alcohol makes me sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, Barbara...
Maybe I'll have it at the end of the interview, so if I fall asleep, I'm not falling asleep during the interview, you know?
Don't worry, I've actually had a narcoleptic on this show. I have, halfway through. Hello, wake up!
No, but she didn't. She didn't pass out.
No, she didn't. Oh, no, there was there was a couple of them actually. Believe me, we like to have interesting people, but I'm sure I don't send them all to sleep yet.
You're just so boring.
Yeah, I'm old and boring.
I don't drink a lot. Like, I'm not a drinker, so especially when I'm doing an interview, I want to stay clean, you know. I don't want to have any alcohol in my system just in case.
We can't smell it,
Because-
though.
I know, obviously.
That's
I
funny.
know, you can't smell it.
Now you know why she's my co-host, right? That's funny. Very good, Barbara. Having said that, we're not drinkers either, really. We may have the sociable one or two, but that's about it. It really
So
is.
it's just the Australians who drink a lot?
They can't even spell beer. There's a thing called 4X. Let's go back to the desk. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 22 after 11 o'clock, 24 degrees downtown. Sort of fluctuating, it's staying around the 24s. Well, you know, we think it's going to get hotter yet. We really do. Monday, February 17th, and believe me, it's an absolute pleasure. And I am elated to be able to talk to Sabrina Fallah, coming out of Ottawa. Now, it's been a while since I've been to Ottawa. In fact, I was in Ottawa for the last Olympics, the Winter Olympics there, many years ago.
Yes, many years ago.
It was. And what I can remember of it, maybe I was sober at the time. Believe me, I had a good time while I was over there. I really did. And lots of young ladies that I've met over there still yet to slack me if they can catch up with me. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, she goes, oh, awesome. Oh, good. Yeah, yay. Look who I'm talking to. Yeah, yay, it's him. Believe me, it was a lot of fun while we were over there at the time. But at the same time, I've travelled around Canada many times with different bands and stuff like that. I have worked with some of the most elite in the world and enjoyed meeting, of course, Canadians. Now, believe me, a lot of the show, we talk to a lot of Canadians. I kind of feel that you guys are topping the list literally for singer-songwriters, the best quality music. I really feel that it's all that cabin fever you have over winter time. You tend to be able to make a lot of music while the winter is upon you, and you were saying,
yes.
and you were saying very short summers. It really does feel sometimes that it can be short, and the winters are so long. Now, you've been writing since you were, 4 years of age?
I think I've been writing since I was 11 or 12.
Okay. But believe me, I'm absolutely elated that you would take up writing poetry, turning it into lyrics, of course, and then committing it to music. I mean, this is the absolute best of literally Sabrina Fallah that we're playing today. And I couldn't think of anything better. Now, was it a family member that encouraged you to be able to do what you're doing?
Well, I think so, because my cousin Jeff, he was always involved in music when he was younger. Now he has a family and he's busy, but I think he still has a home studio. He tries to learn every single instrument, just so, because in the studio he has to learn all the instruments to play. But he always taught me how to play guitar, taught me how to play some songs. He actually introduced me to Green Day. So he's like, have you heard Dookie? I'm like, Dookie, Green Day. Then so he kind of brought them into my life. And he was the one that always told me, every time he saw me, no matter what you do, don't give up, because even if your friends are not in music, it doesn't mean you have to stop doing what you want to do. So he always encourages me to keep going, even if friends are not involved, because, not everybody is going to be in the same field as you are. So
Exactly. Wise young man there to be able to encourage you to do this, because believe me, I think he had the wisdom way back then and could see the talent just unfold. Literally, we're going to be following you for a long time, Sabrina. We really are. And we hope that you'll come back again for more interviews in the near future.
definitely.
Now, at the same time, I've got to ask you, having established that in the wintertime is a good time to ride, have we got any plans for producing any new music anytime soon?
It's in the works.
In the works.
I am writing right now.
Nice. Now, are you singularly handling this, or are you collaborating with other people as well?
At this very moment, I'm just writing myself. I love to collaborate.
Nice.
But right now, I'm just writing it, and if I need to improve upon the song, I love to hear other people's advice and ideas, and because sometimes adding somebody else in it, there might be that one lyric that just makes the song pop.
Exactly.
You know? So
it's the adding that extra dimension in there that just absolutely hooks everybody in. And literally, I could name a dozen people, including what I think is one of the writers extraordinaire. Her name is Jude Toy from the band The Darlings. And maybe I could get Barbara to be able to get her to get in touch with you, because believe me, once you guys get together, you just absolutely love each other. I'm pretty sure of that. She helps write for a band called The Heels in Canada. So believe me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So believe me, we're talking quality lyrics coming out of both of you guys put together. That's absolutely stunning. In fact, I think it is about time that I asked you, maybe you would consider coming down here to New Zealand. I know you're going to be in Australia, and well, you may need to come over just to be able to get your mind back in place again. Really?
Yeah, but since I'm going there, I might as well come to you guys too.
Yeah, it's only a 3-hour plane ride over the ditch, literally.
Oh, really? It's just 3 hours?
Yeah, it's only, not that far
That's
away.
good.
But
No, but going to Australia is like 13 hours.
well, that's where you are at the moment. You're way over there in Australia. So,
I know.
it's not that far away for us, really, because we're down under, right down under. We're literally down. We're the very first to see the new day every day to the world here in New Zealand.
I know. I know you guys are, yeah.
It was like very, very freaky when we're talking to people like over the weekend. We did a Valentine's Day thing, if you know what I mean. And they're saying, yeah, but that's tomorrow. I'm going, yeah, not here. It's happening today, believe me, it really is. So we would love to be able to see you here and get you in front of New Zealand audiences on New Zealand stages.
I would love that.
Even get a few New Zealand bands to be able to come along and play with you. And, well, you see, it's kind of selfish for us because
That'd be great.
we really want to be able to get New Zealand audiences the talent that they deserve to be viewing. We want to get New Zealand artists on the stage in front of New Zealand audiences and bring names like yourself to New Zealand and show these guys how to do it. We want to be able to send them offshore knowing that they are capable of being able to do this job. You know what I mean?
Right.
So purely selfish for us, plus at the same time, no harm in making a few dollars as well, eh?
Of course not. No.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I asked you earlier on whether we could get hold of you by Twitter and Facebook and everything like that. But do you have a website that people can go to, download your music, buy stuff from there? Do you have a merch store there?
Well, on my website, sabrinafallah.com, they can go to my iTunes, which is on the top right-hand corner. But I'm in like Spotify, Rhapsody, eMusic, Apple Music, so anywhere you buy songs digitally.
Nice.
It's the
Nice.
Amazon, yeah.
Well, you know what? You're going to get 50 billion new plays. You might actually make $1 by the end of it.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, exactly. You've really got to punt to make any money out of these telecom communication people these days.
I know.
You really
I know.
do.
It's not, the money is not as easy as you think. It's you have to sell so much to make so much. Yeah.
Exactly. And believe me, do you have merchandise like shirts and CDs and that for sale as well on your website?
I have it, but it's not like on my website. I haven't figured out how to put it up there. But I do have it if people want it.
Nice. Well, I tell you what, here's something for you because, believe me, Sabrina, I am so fascinated with your music. how would you like to send me a few CDs that I could do a competition giveaway? Maybe send me a T-shirt where subliminally I can wear it while I'm doing interviews, talking to people. People do look, they really, really do.
I can definitely do that.
Nice, because believe me, there's another 5,000 Twitter fans because you've already booked out 5,000 Facebook ones anyway. So it's starting to climb now. And you've made $1 million in T-shirt sales once you get it figured out on the internet. Yeah. Yeah.
Dreamer.
You never know what the world's holding. You never do. Having said that, Sabrina, when you come here to New Zealand, we're kind of crazy. Okay? We're a little nuts down here. At the same time, we like giving the Australians a bit of stick. You know, it's like neighbourly stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, our national game here in New Zealand is actually rugby union, and theirs is as well, but they can't play it. They haven't had any silverware in their cabinet for 20, 30 years, where we've just been the former world champions again. You know what I mean? So we like to give them a bit of stick, and at the moment though, we're sort of backing off from them because they've had these vicious fires over there.
But it's sad though, all the koalas.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know, we're more worried, of course, about the wildlife than of the people who started the fires and stuff like that. But, you know, it is very, very sad, and we are very, very worried about the wildlife over there. We need to be able to, for them, their heritage and their wildlife, it needs to be retained as much as possible. Don't you agree?
Yeah, it's really sad because I've seen the videos over here, and it's so sad that even the animals are trying to find a place to go, and there's more fire, and they're trying to save themselves. And it's great when people find them and take them, and they might not survive, but at least they try to save them.
Exactly.
But it's so sad. It's really sad.
Exactly. And believe me, I think there's going to be great things in the future for them. They're getting it under control right now.
Yes.
I'm not going to get political and start mentioning their Prime Minister or anything like that because, believe me, I think he's learnt his lesson and the things that what not to do. He's done every single one of those. So we won't point fingers at him. But while we're here, now I'm going to ask you, literally, have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
Oh, here we go.
No.
No? Okay. This is what we do here in New Zealand, and believe me, it's a lot of fun getting your head around this one. It really, really is. But I'll give you a heads up, and Barbara will send you the instructional videos as well. The hoo-hoo grub, you've heard of a caterpillar, right?
Yes.
Well, this is sort of like a caterpillar on steroids. It's big, it's white, it's like a double-decker bus to a mini, it's huge.
Okay.
Right, and what you do is you put the live body in your mouth, rip off the head, don't eat the head, it's yucky, but when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
Really?
Yeah.
well, if it tastes like peanut butter, I'll do it because I love peanut butter.
Well, there you go. It really does, and believe me, Barbara will send you the videos of this, so you know I'm not joking with you. But having said this too, you've also got to wonder about the guy's mentality that's handing you a bowl of these white wiggly things and expecting you to eat one.
I'd be like, are you going to pay me to eat it?
No, but I tell you what, we'll have some of those, alcohol things that you don't do beforehand and afterwards, just to wash it down. Like whiteworm, once it's gone.
Oh God.
Yeah. But having said that, we'll take you down to Queens. Now, you see, this is a wild foods festival that we have in New Zealand, down Hokitika, down the west coast of the South Island. Let's go down a little further down the South Island to a little town called Queenstown. Now, down there, it's sort of like a little boutique-y, wannabe a city kind of thing, where all the A-listers from around the world seem to go when they want to get away from their friends and take their friends with them. You know what I mean? All those guys, They
Yeah.
take their entourage, but they're getting away from their mates. Anyway,
Right.
Shania Twain actually owns property down there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
Kevin Costner was down there not so long ago, and same with Tom Cruise as well. He was doing a show down there, so believe me,
Nice.
great place to go. But what we'll do, Sabrina, is we'll take you down there, show you around the place, and, I don't know, Barbara, we'll throw her off a bridge.
Well, you'd have to ask her.
Yeah, we'll throw you off a bridge.
Is it a safe bridge?
It's a big one. It's a long way down. We have a thing here in New Zealand we call bungee jumping.
Okay.
And, well, you know...
Oh, that sounds safer.
Yeah, it is. You're not Australian. We'll attach the bungee. Okay? But having said that...
Oh my God, you guys, Australians and you guys are just so funny. This is awesome.
Yeah, we love each other. We do.
I know you guys do.
Here's something for you that you may or may not know, but you see, at the bottom of Australia, there's a little island called Tasmania, right?
Oh, yes, okay, yes.
They have the sailboat races to and from Sydney to Hobart and stuff like that. Well, the thing is, it's been discovered that it is actually belonging to New Zealand. So New Zealand, it's the continental shelf connected to us. So we decided, well, if that's the fact, then maybe, well, you know, us guys in the office here decided anyway that we would try and get hold of the Prime Minister, Mr. Morrison, over there and ask for back taxes back again.
Yeah.
Haven't heard of... He didn't ring us back. I don't know why. You know, no harm in asking. So we've threatened him this time. We've decided that we're going to go and get the Navy to tow it back for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he can't have it anymore. That's it. We want the back taxes back. Literally. So, I've got to ask you, Sabrina, have you ever heard of Lord of the Rings?
Oh, yes, I have the movie.
Okay.
Well, I think I have the first one. Yeah.
Okay, that's where the little hobbits and everything are in it.
Oh!
Yeah, now about an hour and a half from our office right here, right now, is literally the set Hobbiton in Middle East.
Oh, yes.
And we would love to be able to take you there, show you around a bit part of
That
it.
is so cool. I haven't seen the movie in ages, but it was a good movie, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, right from the very start of the very first one, that's where we're going to take you, show you around, have a meal and some wine and stuff like that. And, well, you know, we'll take you to Rotorua. Now, Rotorua is a native New Zealand tourist town, city, literally. And believe me, we'll go up in the gondola and have a meal up the top at the restaurant up there. We'll take you to a place called Hell's Gate. Now, this is like, best way to describe it is Yellowstone National Park. It's like time forgot the place, bubbly stuff all over the place. Teach you how to cook in hot water that was the Maoris used to use before there was such a thing called fire. You know what I mean?
Oh, cool.
So it's way back in the day. It takes you right back. And right back to... Having said that, have you ever heard of a Zorb?
A Zorb?
A Zorb. Z-O-R-B or Z-O-R-B.
Oh, Zorb. No.
Okay, this is a big clear ball, right? And may I refer you to yet another couple of these before you get in this ball, because it's going to be a lot of fun. It really is. We'll push you down a hill. The fun bit is once you've had a few of these, we'll put some people in front of you. It's like running Skittles, and it's priceless looking at them as you go over top of their faces. You know what I mean? Besides, there's water in there anyway, so we'd need to make sure that you've got your swimsuit on. And you never know, if you've had too many of these, there might be extra juices by the time you get out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time. I don't know. Yeah, it does. Maybe I'm having to. Barbara gets me too many of these, and before you know it, I'm up for anything. Literally,
Really?
put me on the luge.
Really
Yeah,
feeling.
believe me, we got this luge in Rotorua as well. That's a lot of fun. It really, really is. But you know, you've got to be prepared to go downhill at great rates of knots. And well, I think the only thing that stops you literally is your helmet.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it does for me every time. Apparently they have brakes, but I've never found them yet. It's always my helmet. Yeah, it's always my helmet scraping along the ground that gets me. But that's, you know, New Zealand, home of paradise here in New Zealand. It really is. Good
All right.
Good segue.
I'll wear my guards
You-
so I don't get injured with all the pushing and the falling down the hill and the
Yeah.
going up the bridge.
Right,
And
thank you
Well,
for
we
joining
have-
us.
I want to come back home in one piece.
Who said you're going home? We're going to adopt you, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
But having said that, we're going to take you up to Auckland, our biggest city.
Yeah.
Take you out for a yacht ride,
Waters.
and on the Hauraki Gulf. At night time, we'll have a meal out there, take in the ambience,
More
have a few
drink.
wines. Just absolutely splendid. It really, really is. So, and I can let you know, if you're into shopping, well, Barbara's an Olympic shopper. She knows all the places to go. She really, really does. So,
Okay. That's good to know.
yeah. At the same time, she likes to go and get her fingernails, hair done, pedicures. I'll be in the pub.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't, huh?
No, I'll be in the pub. Yeah, I'll be waiting for you. That's my place
okay.
of paradise anyway. So, and a good segue into paradise comes with a prize. Now, of course, we call Aotearoa here paradise, but as you found out, when you come here, there's going to be a prize, literally, with the peanut butter bug all the way through to the Zorb. Tell me about your paradise that comes with a prize.
Well, that song is actually about depression. It's about, I wrote it for people who are dealing with depression to know that they'll be okay and that they're not alone and that they can get the help that they need. But it is, I know that it is hard at the beginning, but in time, you will get through it. So I actually wrote that song a few months after I found out about Robin Williams' death.
Right.
So I kind of wrote it thinking about him, and then I'm like, my gosh, this has to be talked about more, because this is real. Mental health is real. It's not a joke. There's a lot of people suffering in silence.
You know, I've got to agree with you. I really, really do. And believe me, we champion more information and more places here in New Zealand for on behalf of Galaxy to go and seek help, reach out to lifelines, everything like that. Talk about it. Talk about it. Get to know somebody that you can trust and tell them how you feel, because believe me, suicide is not the answer. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. And, you know, Sabrina, you've fast become a hero of mine. You really have. So, right here at Galaxy 107 FM, here's Sabrina Fallah, and Paradise comes with a prize. I'm sweating, Barbara. Yeah. How are you feeling, Sabrina?
Ah, this is great.
Nice. You don't
God,
need
guys
that
are
alcohol
so
yet?
funny.
Sorry.
No, like, I speak to Australians, and you guys are all like the same. You guys are, this is awesome. Like, I
We
just
don't want
love
to be
it.
the same as
Just love it.
Australians, do we?
We speak with a bit of English.
Yes, we do.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. You know, how do you
Yes.
do?
I just have a
thank you.
question. Do you guys watch Coronation Street?
No.
I was raised on Coronation
No.
Street. My mother was an avid watcher, but personally, no, I don't.
Oh, okay.
But I do know that it's still going on.
I do. I love that show. Yeah.
You do?
She
Kim
likes
Barlow
the,
apparently is still playing in it.
She likes the action.
Yeah, he's the oldest one
Yeah.
on the show actually, and he's still on it. Yeah.
Yeah, believe me, I do understand the show that you're talking about. I really, really do.
Yeah.
But I avoid it like the plague. I do.
I always ask people because it's such a. I know it's a British show, but
No, there's
I thought
nothing wrong with British shows, and believe me. I love. See, we have our own ones here in New Zealand that we make as well, much like Coronation Street.
Shortland Street. we
Shortland
call it.
Street,
Instead
for
of
sure.
Coronation Street,
Absolutely.
it's Shortland Street.
There's Shortland Street. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I recommend if you are into these sort of shows, check out New Zealand's Shortland Street. You will love it. You
Okay, I will.
and it'll be right up your alley. It really will.
Very English speaking.
Sabrina, I'm struggling to find that you've ever been depressed. Come on. You know, you're such a joyous, happy person. I don't... All these dark songs, believe me. I don't think it comes from experience.
Comes from experience.
Really? Seriously? Well, I'll let you know.
All my songs are about my experiences.
Okay, well, I'll let you know
Yeah,
where we are right
they
here in
all
New
do.
Zealand right now. We're the capital of the suicides of New Zealand. It all happens here.
Oh wow.
It really does. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying
Our
we
town-
champion any information we can get about suicides and
Our
stuff
town
like
here
that.
is the worst in New Zealand.
It is.
Well,
Let's go back to the desk.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the desk.
Just something to think about.
Your heart and mind stuck in a vase. Paradise comes with the price. Paradise comes with the price. Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM at 11 away from 12 o'clock, 25 degrees. That was my original prediction with Barbara. I think we're going to go back and revise that and stay with that. Makes us winners anyway,
Yes, it
doesn't it,
does,
Barbara?
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's cheat. Monday, February 17th, and absolutely elated to be able to speak with Sabrina Fallah, coming out of Ottawa in Canada, literally. Now, believe me, we get so many Canadians that we talk to, but we don't get so many that absolutely know what they're talking about right from the start. This young lady, literally, come out humming. And she hasn't stopped since. She's been writing, and now she's singing, and I think, literally, the future in Canada for music is very, very bright. We got a very, very big superstar in the making is Sabrina Fallah. Now, I got to ask you, shall we do the 5 questions?
Go on, you're dying to do it.
You don't mind?
No, do
Okay,
it.
fair enough. Yeah, production says 5 questions. Are you up for a bit of a laugh?
Sure.
Okay, now you've already accused us of sounding like Australians, so well, why not? Let's get her back. So let's start off.
Right.
Let's start off with this, and literally, you may be able to. You can get away with it not being American, so well, you know that leads into it. But the UK British Prime Minister, of course, being Boris Johnson. Our New Zealand Prime Minister is Jacinda Ardern, and believe me, absolutely wonderful Prime Minister. She's showing the world what empathy is about in a number of ways. And, of course, the German Chancellor is Angela Merkel. Then we have Donald Trump, who narrowly missed being impeached just not so long ago. Which is the odd one out?
Oh. Which is the one that should go? Mm-hmm.
which really do you think is the odd person out? Now, as I said, Boris Johnson, Jacinda Ardern, Angela Merkel, or Donald Trump. Now, let's not forget Donald Trump. He's the same colour of his impeachment at the moment, isn't he?
I don't like him.
No, literally everybody else is a politician. He's not.
Right.
That's the odd one out. Now, have you ever heard of James Bond?
Yes.
Okay, and you'd know that in the making Daniel Craig, his latest movie, he's broken his ankle, so he's had 12 weeks down.
Right.
While the main star Daniel Craig is recuperating from this, all the brilliant people that get together, that own the franchise, everything like that, all the managers all get together and decide, let's have a board meeting. Their thing was they wanted to make James Bond a woman. Now,
Really?
yeah, now the world was disgusted in this because Ian Fleming didn't write James Bond as a woman. He wrote Moneypenny as a woman, if you know what I mean, but not James Bond.
Everyone
So
is just
they,
grand.
in their infinite wisdom, have decided the next James Bond now is going to be gay.
No.
Yeah, guess what they're going to call him?
I don't want to know. I think James Bond is good as it is. I
Yeah.
don't think they should change it.
Yeah, but they're going to call him 07.
He's only joking.
Well, he's 007. Why not?
Right. Yeah, he is the 007.
Yeah, this one's 07.
07.
Have you ever tried vegan sausages?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, neither have I. But my question is, are they made of real vegans?
No.
No? Oh, okay, so Girl Guide biscuits aren't made of real Girl Guides?
No.
No? Okay. Okay, all right, fair enough. Currently at the moment, now, you're in a country right now that legalised marijuana. We're looking at doing it.
Yes, and I'm not, and I am totally, I find that really weird, actually. Why would they do that?
I don't know, literally, maybe but we're also looking at doing legal marijuana for medical reasons here in New Zealand.
Medical reasons is okay, but some people are not using it for medical reasons.
No, this is true. This is true. So, what's your take on that? Should we consider medical marijuana or should we bench it?
Consider medical marijuana.
The thing is, at the same time, you see, very, very afraid here in New Zealand is a thing called the pharmaceutical drugs companies because they can't reproduce what the benefits of medical marijuana is. For me, literally, I'm sitting on the fence because I'm not old enough now to be able to smoke that stuff or take it in however you do it.
Oh dear.
I'm too young for that. But at the same time, because I don't have a medical condition, that's, you know, but at the same time, I think that there is people in New Zealand that may benefit from it if it's applied properly. Don't you think that's
Yes.
true? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So the other... carry on.
I think it should be allowed if it's for medical reasons. If it's not, then it's going to go out of hands.
Yeah, exactly. And at the end of the day, well, you know, I think we should keep at least a very close legislation on it so that it's appropriately placed, if you know what I'm saying. Having said that, we do have a second referendum that we're trying to battle our way through at the moment here in New Zealand, and this is a big question, actually. What's your view on euthanasia?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know anything about that.
I tell you what, let me give you my point of view of this, and I think it's quite appropriate that we do need to be able to at least consider euthanasia for the people that need it the most. Literally, it's not an assisted suicide if that person cannot see through the next number of weeks, days, months, whatever,
Cancer
as
sufferers,
long
stroke
as
sufferers.
it's containing their suffering. You know what I mean? So I do feel that there is a place for euthanasia here in New Zealand for those who need it the most. Again, much like
you're talking about who needs help?
yeah. For instance,
Right.
look, you may be of sound mind, but the body may be going, and all you're doing is prolonging the inevitable anyway, and keeping this person in a structured set of pain.
Right.
You know, really, this person wants to be able to take care of that in one very, very easy movement, and I think they should have the right to be able to make that choice. Don't you feel?
Yeah.
Exactly. So those are the 5 questions. I thank you for participating in that. I really, really do. And now we're starting to move up in the list for literal requests. Now, I want you to tell me all about this because, believe me, I'm fascinated with this. You've had 1,703 requests for Kiss a Killer.
Wow.
Now, this is also the title track off your EP, isn't it?
Of my last one, yeah.
Yeah. Now, tell me all about it. I want to know about the lyrics.
I will definitely tell you, because wow. That's a shock. I didn't expect. Wow. Okay. Let me take a breather right now. Wow. Okay. Well, Kiss is a Killer. Okay. So, Kiss is a Killer is the name of the album. So I went to Nashville, Tennessee to record it. So Kiss is a Killer was written with Bill DeLuigi. He was the co-writer on that song. And actually, when I walked into the room, he said, "Kiss is a killer." And I said, "The kiss will be the killer?" What? Who cares? He's like, "No, the kiss is the killer. Like, the kiss is good." Because see, I didn't understand it at that point when he said it. So I'm like, wow, that's catchy. I told him that's going to be the title of the record. Like, I just knew right there and then. So then he said, "Now I want you to tell me what the song should be about." So I said, "How about the Grease theme? The cool, popular guys with the leather jackets and their cars and motorcycle and their chains and doing all those crazy things to get the attraction of the girls and, you know, and the guy gives the best kisses." So I thought about Grease when I wrote that song, and yeah.
You know,
I like Grease. I like Grease.
I get it. Yeah, the weird thing, I've got to be honest with you, is I actually survived that era. I really did. Oh, my goodness. Yes, so right here at Galaxy, here is Sabrina Fallah. Kiss is a Killer. How are you feeling, Sabrina?
I'm good.
Nice. I see you've been holding your phone. How's your arm? You all right?
It's fine. I'm switching it.
It's
It's fine. But really, that many requests? Wow.
1,703. Oh, well, then you're going to be interested in the next number. Because we're at the pinnacle. Next is the front line.
Yeah.
And
Hello from
you're
us,
way
Tim.
over 2,000 requests for that.
Hi, Tim.
Way
Hi.
over. Because
Nice to see
believe me,
you.
we have a lot of people
Tim.
asking for your music, Sabrina. We really, really do. I am so happy that you,
Thank you.
you know,
I'm happy too. I'm just shocked because that's a big number.
okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
But it's not every day you hear that many requests were sent. So
Look, we've literally only been playing you for a couple of weeks. If you collate how many requests we get in that couple of weeks that we've been playing you, that's phenomenal in a lot of ways. It really, really is. We can't wait to have you back again, Sabrina, and bringing new music to them. We reckon you're going to be around for, look, it's 2020, it's a whole brand spanking new decade.
I know, it's a new year and
New decade. It's a fella decade.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't wait to have you here in New Zealand. I've got to ask you though, when you're going to Australia, when are you going to Australia?
I was thinking during my winter, so October, November.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
So that should be summer, right?
For them.
For them, not for us.
Okay.
Ours is,
Really?
Yeah, ours is more
Start-
February.
No, December.
December? Yeah.
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 Oh, I thought you guys had the same.
No.
Okay.
No, different temperature altogether.
Really? Wow.
Well, there's a lot of hot air over Australia.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah.
hot.
Most probably
Too hot.
temperatures
Maybe
the
they
same
should stop
as
talking.
Melbourne.
Let's go back to the desk.
Oh, wait.
Oh, dear.
Oh, shocking.
Oh dear. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 3 after 12 o'clock. It is 27 degrees. I think we're on the bounce back and heading to our 29 prediction today. I really do. It is Monday, February 17th, and, a bit of Kiwiana for our good friend Sabrina Fallah is we don't say cobber. No, well, we don't really have a swag bag or anything like that. We say kia ora, which is welcome here in New Zealand, native New Zealand tongue, and we want to be able to welcome you to New Zealand and New Zealand shores. At the same time, is there anything that you would like to do while you're here in the land of the long white cloud?
I want to see what you guys are known for. Like, if there's anything I should see that is good to see in New Zealand, because I don't know much about New Zealand, so...
Okay, well, we're kind of known for a number of things, including volcanoes. Now, we had an active volcano just a couple of months ago. Now, this is about 60, 70 kilometres away from our office right now, that it blew up. Actually claimed 21 lives. This is only just a few months ago. And believe me, on Barbara's Drive on the way home, which is so picturesque, it really is. She goes down the coast, and believe me, is it the Pacific?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pacific Ocean. At the same time, really stunning views on the way home. And you can see this active volcano going quite well.
Wow.
Absolutely amazing, it really is. And when it blew up, thank goodness, the wind was actually blowing in the wrong direction. Otherwise, we would have got all the ash and everything over this
Oh,
way.
yeah, of course, yeah.
So, we're known for volcanoes. Having said that, we could take you down to Christchurch. Now, just a number of years ago, they had a very, very big earthquake down there. Almost wiped out the city. We're known for that. But we're also known for things like Marlborough Sound, for instance. Now, this place is like time for God. It really, really is. You can absolutely picture the dinosaurs wandering through the bush down there. It is absolutely stunning. In fact, I know there's dinosaurs down there. I saw my mother down there 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Okay. Believe me, it is absolutely stunning. Yeah, and we'll take you down through the west coast of the South Island. It is something literally you need to be able to experience. And end up at
Yes.
a place called Fox Glacier. Now, this is a real live glacier. It really, really is. Always on the move. It really is. But you can't see it or feel it moving. It may move maybe an inch in a decade. Do you know what I mean? But it's alive. It really, really is. Absolutely stunning. Having said that, bring you back up to the North Island, and I know Barbara doesn't want to be a part of this because she doesn't like black holes. Is a place called Waitomo Caves. Now, in there is glowworms. You can go and see the stalagmites and stalagmites, and these worms, literally fluorescent, they glow. It is absolutely stunning. It is. But you've got to be prepared
There's a
to go
beautiful
down a
cathedral
hole.
in there
You
where
know what I
can
mean?
sing.
Down a hole.
Down a hole. Yeah.
Are we like covered, like completely down the hole?
You're right down the rabbit hole. Literally. It is a cave. It really, really is a big cave.
Why not? I'd love to go.
Yeah, literally. And it is, yeah, I mean, you get centuries old stalagmites and stalagmites and everything like that. That
and
is
lights.
just absolutely fascinating. But then the place is naturally lit by bugs.
Bugs?
Believe me, stunning. Absolutely stunning.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Are they real?
Yes, they're real. You know what a firefly is?
Oh, I've never seen a firefly.
Well, these aren't. These are not fireflies, but they work on the same principle.
But are they safe to be around? Like they won't bite you, right?
No, not at all. They're totally safe. They're, believe me, humans won't eat them either. They won't. They're perfectly fine, and they will do no harm. But absolutely, it is something that you need to take in, because if you can't actually explain it to somebody without experiencing it for yourself, and we would love to be able to show you that. If you're into things that may scare you a little bit, if you could always come parachuting with me.
I've never done that.
Really?
Never in my life.
Well,
Yeah.
I've been doing it for about 40 years.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not joking at all. Literally.
He's
I'm
making
a
himself
former Air
single.
Force guy, and, well,
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing it ever since. Literally, it's just something that is...
Is it safe?
Of course it's safe. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Literally.
All right, I'll do it then.
Nice. And we'll do a tandem. How's that?
Okay.
Nice. Absolutely. I'm a believer that at least once a month, do something that scares you. Keeps the old ticker going.
I don't mind as long as I know there's a way of, like if something goes wrong, there's another way to do it, because you don't want to end up injuring yourself in the end, you know?
Don't worry, we have reserves. We really do. You'll be fine. And if I can arrange it properly, and if they know that we're in danger, well, they'll just put the plane underneath us, we'll land on top of the wing, and then go ahead. You know what I mean.
So basically you're telling me the parachute still might not come out.
Well, we don't want you to feel completely safe.
But there's always two, right? There's always an extra one in case this one does. But it's rare that it doesn't open.
It's very rare.
I think it's a very rare situation because it has to work.
It does.
You know?
You put your life literally on the nylon that's holding you up, literally. So at the same time, always follow the number one rule, that is pack your own chute.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? For people like me that have been doing it for years, never give it to somebody else to pack, because believe me, at the end of the day, if anything did go wrong, they're responsible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
right.
I always pack my own chute, and I've been doing it for many years. So I haven't had an incident yet, but anything could happen at any time. Yes, there's two. There is a reserve chute as well. We take care of that. No worries. And you know something? Those reserve chutes, even though they're a little bit smaller, they can hold a lot of weight. They really can.
Right.
I'm a big guy. They need to hold me up. You know what I mean? I'm 6'2". So, believe me, I got Yeah, I am.
I'm 4'11" in height.
You're what? I'm sorry?
Short.
I'm 4'11".
4'11".
I'm short. I'm tiny.
See, Barbara?
You are so tall.
See, Barbara, there is somebody smaller than you.
Yeah.
Barbara was saying she's so short. She really feels that she's so short. 4'11". Wow. And what are you with heels on?
Taller. But I still feel short with heels. I don't feel like I'm any taller. I just feel like I have to walk on them, which is, I don't like heels very much.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm kind of a flats kind of guy too.
Yeah.
I haven't worn heels in years.
Well, then I can get you back on it if you like.
Well, there's a challenge. If I'm setting challenges for you, of course, I'm always up for a few myself. Shenanigans could be had between us. I tell you, mate, we could get into a bit of trouble, especially if you want me to wear heels. Got to let you know, back in the day, I've done a few shows with the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So, yeah.
I like that.
So
yeah.
I know exactly what it's like to wear heels. I found that out, and believe me, I used to have a pair specially made for me, being, so tall I got big feet.
Right.
Don't
But
kind of...
it was probably comfy because it was made for you.
Yeah, they were. They were very, very comfortable, they were. But I had to learn how to walk in these things. Absolutely had me, 6'2", and then you're putting in maybe 3, 4, 5-inch heels as you go up in stature. That's a rise and a half, I tell you, to be able to... No, but Barbara's doing this to me. Yeah, no. If you want to cool me down, turn the fan on. It'd be like... She's waving at me. There you go.
Yeah, I know.
Wave at your back. By the way, who's online at the moment
Got
with us?
Tim, of course.
I'm sorry?
Tim. Yeah, John Higgins.
The Mighty One is online with us right now, and he's a Canadian as well. Have you ever heard of the Mighty One? Great band. May I recommend you check out Tim and the boys from the Mighty One. Believe me, I think you guys would actually get on really, really well. The same kind of music.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, literally. So, believe me, check out the Mighty One when you get a chance. And Tim, and I'll get Tim to give you a hit up on Facebook or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
He looks like Billy Gibbons with ZZ Top with a long beard.
Oh,
It's better than mine. I've had mine for years, but I tell you what, he's a young fella. It's better than mine. I'm quite jealous. I really am. Having said that, though, I'm quite an authority on ZZ Top. Seen, I've worked with them.
pardon?
I'm quite an authority on ZZ Top. I have actually worked with them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, literally. So, and
Cool.
the Mighty One and Tim, they do a ZZ Top cover band as well as, which is away from the Mighty One, the band that it is itself. And believe me, very, very talented guys. They really, really are. I'll get them to get in touch with you. I really will, because believe me, I think if you guys got together, killer show.
Can you do that?
Killer
Tim, please?
show. Believe me, I have a lot of, I'd be the first person on the front line, actually.
Yeah.
I would be. I'd
I'm
be in the mosh pit, right up the front.
Yeah.
Good segue. Tell me about the front line.
Wow, look at that. So, okay, the front line is about going for your dream and not letting anybody get in your way. You know, when you're trying to succeed in something in life, sometimes you might lose some friends and then make new friends. In life, sometimes you lose friends. And I've learned that. I was actually told that I might lose friends on the way to where I want to get to, and I did. I lost some friends. But then I made some new ones. So things happen. But the front line is like, go for your dream. And if they want to come with you, if they don't, just keep going, because you can't take everybody with you.
I've got to agree with you, Sabrina, and that's very, very wise words from a young lady of your age. Believe me, I think you're very, very wise beyond your years. The front line, Absolutely stunning track. Literally, we have over 2,294 requests for it since we've been playing it in the last number of weeks. People around the world seem to absolutely gravitate to the front line and Sabrina Fallah. So, right here at Galaxy, here is the front line! How you going there? You okay?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome. But we have actually come to the end of the show. But
I know.
don't go anywhere just yet because, of course, we'll take a couple of crazy photos. You'll be able to put them on your wallpaper on your phone, show all your friends.
Yeah,
say,
on the wall at
these are
home.
Kiwis, don't do it, it's not healthy.
I want to go up with them. I want to be up with them guys. What do
They're
you reckon?
better than Australians, they know how to laugh. We'll also do a video. Now, we'll put the video on our website. Now, with the amount of traffic that we have going through our website, literally, they don't just stream us, they get nosy and go and have a look. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel very oogled. I've got to be honest with you. You know, I can tell when 30,000 people are looking at my pages. I can. So we'll put you on a shout-outs thing right on the home page. And believe me, people go and look. They want to know who Sabrina Fallah is. They will go and look. They will find your pathways. They will listen to the interviews that we have. And they will find a way to be able to get in touch with you. And they know that you're going to return their hellos because you said you would. But they'll go and buy products when they can find the products to buy. And believe me, they will show their support. Galaxy.
I actually like it when people write to me because I love interacting and meeting new people. And I don't call them fans. I call them supporters. I call them my friends, my family, because to me, music is like a family kind of thing, a team to help each other. Fans, I don't like the word fans.
Okay.
I say supporters. I've always said supporters since I started.
Nice.
I think it's a nicer way of saying it.
Let's go back to
But
the
that's
desk.
yeah.
Sorry about that, Sabrina. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and yes, I know we've gone over the time. 20 after 12 o'clock, it is 24 degrees. People in Studio A are sort of wondering when I'm going to move on. So guys, be prepared very, very shortly. It is Monday, February 17th, and I am absolutely elated to say I welcome you to the Galaxy family, Sabrina Fallah, because believe me, we think that you're going to go a long way in the future. Welcome to Galaxy, welcome to the family. Now, at the same time, we were discussing that you don't like to call them fans, you like to call them supporters. I am totally in agreement. Yeah, absolutely.
I feel that the supporters I feel that it's nicer, and because I've always said supporters, I've never called anybody my fans.
Nice. Well, we're going to have...
Because they are supporting.
Of course they are. Of course they are. And believe me, from the very, very closest people to you, all the way to everybody around the world that's listening to you right now, we love your work. Please keep it up, won't you?
Definitely.
Nice. And you will come back again in the future and grace us with
This was funny. This was awesome.
Fair enough. As I said, we're not the regimented 12 questions. We don't think in a box. We don't actually think there is a box, literally, to think out of. We kind of accept that only good music comes our way, and we love to be able to talk to people and artists much like yourself that can create everything from the word to the song, to the not only the lyrics but composing it, everything like that. We get behind you as much as possible. So we thank you so much and look forward to meeting up with you again in the near future. Now, at the same time, summer's coming your way. Let's just wrap it up this way. Have you got any gigs that you've got on at the moment? Any festivals, any jubilees that you're going to be doing in the very near future?
I am submitting to festivals. I haven't really gotten anything confirmed just yet. But this is the time when I submit and hopefully I get in. Because I have to go through the whole application every year. That's how it works. And it gets harder and harder to get in nowadays. It's getting harder, so I have to push. But it doesn't matter. I always find something in the end. I don't take no for an answer. If somebody says no to me, I say, okay, I'll go somewhere else. Don't worry. I'll find something.
You know, there's a silver lining everywhere. There really, really is. You just got to be able to nail them down. Now, I was talking to you about Tim from the band The Mighty One. I'm going to tell you a little something about these guys off air, literally, because we're heading down to Norway very, very shortly with Tim and the crew. And I think together you guys would have an absolutely killer show. So I'll have a chat to you about that very, very shortly. But in the meantime, I got to thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the family. We're so looking forward to meeting up again. And, well, thank you for putting up with my kind of sense of humour as well. Yeah, it can.
I love it.
It's difficult.
I love it.
It kind of is difficult though, isn't it? You know?
No.
Yeah.
I speak to Australians, so I'm used to this.
Well, you know, we have medicine for things like that. We do. Don't
You
go.
guys make fun of each other, and it's really funny. So I love it.
Yeah, well, you know, we can make fun of them because, you know, we can. Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Sabrina, don't go anywhere just yet. Please hold in there. But right now, Studio A can take over. Yes, here's the Hollies.